everyone, it's Kendall here. Did I mean to take a week off? No, but my body just refused to record. It was very, very strange. I have tried to sit in front of a camera like 6 times this week and my body's just like, no. It's now Sunday morning, and now my body's like, you may proceed. Also, because y'all gonna mention it, I assume, what wig is that? It's called Wigo de Kendo a la mode. It's my hair. I have not straightened my hair in like 2 years, maybe a year and a half, 2 years. And here's how we're looking, fam. Day 2 hair, went outside, it was raining, fun times are upon us. Now it's nowhere near as straight as it was yesterday. And now you see why I don't straighten my hair. Also, the little things in life really bring me to a new place because I can do this. Yes, I can do this. But y'all didn't click on this video to hear about that. You claim to hear about everyone's favorite story time. So sophomore and junior year was a trip for me in college, just overall, for a lot of reasons. You'll come to find if I ever do stories about college, 9 times out of 10, they're either sophomore or junior year. Nothing happened freshman year and nothing happened senior year. Sophomore and junior year was when I became more active in Korean student orgs at my college. My college had a lot of Koreans, and therefore there were a lot of different Korean organizations. There was, of course, the Korean Student Association, which were basically all Korean Americans. And then there was KISA, which was the Koreans that came from Korea and were international students. Those 2 clubs I didn't really do nothing with because I didn't care, because I didn't feel like I could contribute anything, being that I wasn't Korean. And I didn't feel like they could do anything for me because, again, I'm not Korean, so I didn't mess with them too much. But I knew people in it, and I said hi, and they knew me, and I was like, hi, whatever. But beyond that, there was just a bunch of Korea related stuff. There was Shinaboro, which is like the drum team. There was Liberty in North Korea, which was a philanthropic thing for helping refugees from North Korea. Cume, which is this BS thing that I was in, that's a different story. That basically was just talking about things going wrong in Korea and discussing it, basically. And then there was this good old thing called, what was it called? Kiwi. I don't actually remember what it stood for, but basically it was like a film club where basically they just recorded a bunch of like poorly done K-drama thing. Well, it got better towards my senior year, but in the beginning it was atrocious. Now, I wasn't in this club, but I knew a lot of people in this club, and therefore I saw a lot of things that came out of this club, and it was hilarious. My personal favorites were, of course, the cypher videos. We're in junior year of college, for whatever reason, all the Korean kids I knew, male, well, some of the girls too, but for the most part, all the Korean dudes I knew wanted to be a rapper. And it was confusing to me, but then I think back on it, that was kind of like the peak of Show Me the Money. So everybody was like, you know, they do this rap game, I could do this rap game. And the desire to rap itself didn't bother me that much. What bothered me is that these kids sucked. They were really bad. And when they started making cypher videos, though I wasn't looking for these videos, of course, people always thought, Kendall, I just figure you would get a kick out of this. Now, I can't show you the videos because they're unlisted, and that's not cool. You don't go sharing unlisted videos. But if you may have noticed in these story times, I'm very good at describing things. So essentially the videos, there were several, but the one that I'm thinking of particularly is this one where they're all just in like a dude's apartment rapping. And it starts off actually with a 동생 of mine. I call him Mandu because he looks like a dumpling. It starts off with Mandu, and Mandu is legitimately a good rapper. So I'm thinking, oh, this is serious. This is lit. Like it's about to be a thing. And he starts off, he does his little like spit and rhyme, blah, 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 a lot of charisma and all that. And I'm like, yes, Mandu, yes. But then after that, it's just, essentially, it's just one after another of just like really bad, terrible, booty ass rap. I'm looking around like, where's the beat? Where'd it go? Like, did you find it? Cause you're not on it. Like, I'm like, what garbage did you get your flow from? And, ooh, should I be making, oh, now I'm like, should I be making this video? Too late now. Whenever I start roasting this video to like friends that knew the people in the video, they're like, Kendall, no, lay off him, man. They were doing this as a joke. Problem with that. You had like 2 or 3 legitimately good people. And not only that, they started off the video. It was like 1 good person, 4 trash people, another good person, another 4 trash people. And I was like, so why did y'all even let them in the video? If this is a joke, they should be joking too. Y'all not on the same page. What, y'all need to read the same book. Y'all on the same stage. Like, it's like starting off with Shakespeare or something like really theatrical and amazing and well performed. It's like the Netflix adaptation of Death Note, just in the middle. Like, if I had to make an analogy of their rap to film. Oh, this is a side note. Also, there was another kid. Oh, I didn't know him personally, so I don't want to rip on him too much. But from things that I hear, he was kind of a douchebag. I can't say what his real name is. I'll just call him Bob. And Bob was a very full of himself kid from Brazil, a Korean man who lived in Brazil, I guess. And when he came to our university, he was very, very adamant to let everyone know that he was a cube trainee. He was a cube trainee in Brazil, and that he had to like stop training so he could go to school. Problem was, he was probably the worst rapper in the entirety of this video. Picture this, if you will. In that same dimly lit apartment with a bunch of dudes just like in a living room somewhere dropping rhymes, you see this very thin, scrawny Korean dude, but he seems to have a lot of charisma for literally no reason, so I guess it was all that cube training. And you're like, oh, he about to go in. He's gonna save the day because it's been trash so far. And then he commences to introduce himself. So at first, I was taken aback because I was expecting some like Ravi type-ish, Ravi! But no, all you get was BAM! In the most shrill and cringy voice ever, you hear BAM! He then commenced to get on the couch and just thrust it, not even on beat, hip thrust into the camera. And that was the first integration I had into the game of rap on the University of Michigan's Korean associated campus. But this still paled in comparison to how tickled pink I was when a personal friend of mine said, Kendall, me and my friends are coming out with a mixtape. Me and this friend were in a student org together, and he had found out that I was really into art and stuff, so that was when he decided he wanted to ask me to draw his mixtape cover. And he basically Facebooked me, is that a thing? He messaged me out of the blue, and he's like, yo, oh, I wonder can I find those? Wait, oh my god, I actually found the text. Hold on, here it is. Me and a couple of my Korean friends are making a mixtape. In parentheses, I know it is cliche. It actually isn't cliche for Korean people. It's not like expected for Korean men to make a mixtape, but okay. So the genre of the music we make is rap. And so I don't want my cover to be to quote unquote peaches and cream. I have no idea what that means. Basically, he wanted me to draw him like a trap ass like album cover. So I was confused, but I was intrigued. And so I drew the mixtape cover. Ghetto ass jump cut 1, because I actually forgot this, and this is actually really funny. So he sends me his picture, right, to do the mixtape. It's supposed to be you in this like hard game of life, you know, living in the struggle and yada yada. But this dude sends me his picture that's for his like passport. Like it's like real demure, like. I texted him, I'm like, bruh, what did you want me to do with this? You sent me a Selka to make your mixtape cover with, and I'm like, what is this? So by and large, we ended up doing a cover that was like kind of like vaguely graphic art type thing, something that I doodled in like 3 minutes, and he was like, I want that, can that be my mixtape cover? I'm like, yeah, pay me $10 and buy me dinner. And I was like, yeah, that was the thing. I found it so funny. You sent me like your resume photo to do your hard life mixtape cover. I'm like, what? Basically, I made the mixtape cover, and since I was, you know, the artist behind the mixtape cover, of course I got all of the information when new music was released. My friend is legitimately good. He's legitimately good. I've told this to his face. He's legitimately good. His friends are questionable. Basically, they recorded a cypher on our campus and was like, yo, this is like hardcore rap life, blah, 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 blah. And I just couldn't get into it. I knew where all of those locations are. You trapping outside of the undergraduate library. Like, yes, this hard knock life in this graffiti wall, but little known to the rest of the world that this graffiti is next to a Starbucks and an artisan salad shop. Yes, it's that hard life going to salads up. Like, whatever will we do? And so I watched it. I critiqued it for its merit. Again, my friend is fine. He's good at it, actually. His friends suck. And, well, except for one friend. One friend is one of the good people that was also in the other Cypher video. His name is Scenic. I think he's trying to get a music career going, so I'll actually say his name. His rap name is Scenic. If you want to check him out. As I'm editing, I remembered something so funny, and at first I was like, should I let it go? But I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna let it go. This particular friend, after he has asked me to commission his mixtape cover, he's like, do you want to know what our rap name is? And I'm like, do I? He's like, this is what our name is. F-O-B. Does that mean what I think it means? But no. This is what it stood for. Oh, I don't know if I should say it. Screw it. Frantic overbeat. Y'all, I was crying. And then he commenced to tell me about all the names of his crew members. One was the dude I already told you guys about. Two was his name, but I'm not gonna say what his name is because, I mean, does it matter at this point? His name was something that he derived from his travels in Kenya. He always let me know how cultured he was and how he had to study abroad in Kenya and got to learn a lot about African culture. I was like, that's nice. I didn't ask, but okay. I don't know if this was to legitimize his pursuits to release a mixtape, but I don't know. 3 was his friend. You want to guess what his name is? And I'm like, I'm afraid to, because I've been so wrong prior to this. His name is Smunky. Smunky. Because he smokes a lot of cigarettes and he looks like a monkey. And I was offended on behalf of Smunky, because I was like, did he pick this name? He was like, no, this was his idea. And I was like, wow, this is the foundation from which your rap career is starting off. You named yourself a name that I'm not even sure I can, am I allowed to say that? Like socially, like culturally, am I allowed to say that aloud? And then you just gave each other just stupid names. Smunky. The hell? And then there was another dude in the group that had a Russian name for no reason. He wasn't from Russia. He was a Korean dude that I don't think had ever had any association with Russia, but he was just Russian as hell, and we never knew how to actually pronounce the name. So like whenever we saw him in like a bubble tea place or something, we just like, oh snap, it's Skitsky. Good times. But I'm like, wow, this is hilarious. So what do? I send it to some friends, particularly black friends, because I just figured they'd get a hoot out of it. And so time passes, and it's my first time being in Korea. 2015, summer 2015. And like I said, Show Me the Money was a really big deal, so everybody thought they were like killing it. And while I'm there, I meet up with this friend because he lives in Korea when he's not in school. Well, when he wasn't in school. Actually, this is the same friend that introduced me to that girl that wanted to be black. For reference, this is actually the same dinner. And so the conversation comes up about his Cypher video with him and his awkward friends. He starts off and he's like, so have you seen the Cypher video? I didn't even try to hide how I felt because all I had to do was just bawl laughing. And he got the message. Yeah, I know, but like I sent it to Korean friends and they thought it was cool. And I'm like, okay, like that's fine. I'm not trying to knock your hustle or whatever. And basically the conversation dies down a little bit. And in between that die down, he's just like, don't show this to your black friends. Too late. Too late. My dog Ace Boo. But of course, given the situation, I was like, yeah, what are you talking about, dude? I would eye to eye, man. It's cool. It's whatever. Low-key, looking back on this conversation, I think he wanted to hear my approval of the mixtape given the blackness. I decided to just say, man, I mean, you do you, but tell your friends not to quit their day job. So yeah, that's just a little anecdote about how everybody on my campus wanted to be a rapper at one point. Slowly but surely, somewhere towards the end of junior year, people stopped, which weirdly enough corresponds exactly when the time Show Me the Money stopped being as prevalent. So I can tell that rap life was really ingrained, y'all. Yeah, all that thug next to the artisan salads. If you like this story time, don't forget to like this story time. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, all of which are KennieJD. Like the video, and I'll see you guys next time.